20 past 8, Tuesday. I'm in bed, I'm chilling, I'm watching the film. And the tweet on X that you're all hoping for from a David Ornstein drops. My heart sank where Manchester United's heart raises. Mbeumo wants to join Manchester United. David Ornstein wrote this. Bryan Mbeumo decides he wants to join Manchester United. Manchester United now expected to open talks with Brentford in a bid to sign the 25-year-old forward this summer. Likes of Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham, all interested, but the Cameroon international favours Old Trafford if deal agreed. That deal made me laugh. That tweet made me laugh. Why? Because Manchester United think they're back. Amiron thinks he's going to bring back the fear to Old Trafford. Well, I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss the show every time we upload. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on. 50 away. Let's get 50 subscribers today. Let's get 500 likes, 500 plus views, and the road to 100,000 subscribers on its way. Reason why I say that low number, because if I say low, I expect higher, and you guys are going to help me get there. And watch the whole show, because this one's going to be quite explosive. So, here we go. David Ornstein broke the news last night, and it's big news. It is big news because Bryan Mbeumo is a classy player. I'm an Arsenal fan, as you can see, proud. And I have been shouting for Bryan Mbeumo to go to Arsenal for time. Not just now, for time. If you watch my shows, you will know I have done extensive videos on Bryan Mbeumo, shouting out how good he's going to be, how good he would be with a Bukayo Saka there. But it didn't happen. He's favoured to go to Manchester United. There were pictures last week circulating with him and Onana talking, laughing, kikiing. This is big news for Manchester United. Doesn't mean that they're back. It can be, because they've already got Cunha coming in. Right? He's done. He's sealed. Now Mbeumo's going to be on his way in as well. And I'm going to tell you this now. Arsenal on their striker search here with a Sesko and a Gyokeres. Those are the two strikers that they're looking at. Those are the only two that they are looking at, that they're focusing on. You know, the news has come out and saying that, I think it was Sammy Mokbel who said, Arsenal are looking at Sesko and Gyokeres. They're talking to both camps. They're trying to find out which deal is easier to get done. He didn't say that part. That's me now paraphrasing it. Arsenal are looking at both deals. They want to get them both tied up in the sense of, you both want to come. Okay, cool. Which deal now looks more favourable? And I'm telling you this. Oh my God, I'm sweating when I talk about this, and it's not even that hot outside. Arsenal more than likely is going to go for Sesko, because that's Mikel Arteta's long-term admirer. That's the one he wants the most. So Arsenal will go for Sesko. That leaves Gyokeres out in the open. And no doubt, Amiron will be saying, we need a striker. Rasmus is going to go. Maybe he's going to go on loan to Inter with an obligation to buy later on. More likely that's going to happen. Gyokeres is up and open, wide open. And when you start seeing Man United making these moves, getting them Mbeumo and getting a Cunha in, who between them scores over 40 goals and assists combined, Man United get in a goal scorer who scored 52 goals in all competitions last season. When I said about the fear coming back to Old Trafford, it is going to be fearful. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be title contenders because they got Onana in goal. So hell, that's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is Arsenal fans are going to have a meltdown if Gyokeres goes to Old Trafford. They're going to have a meltdown. They're going to be calling for Mikel Arteta's head even more. First it was going to be on a silver platter. Now it's going to be on a vibranium platter. You know, that's how bad it's going to be. Now, I'm not all for Sesko, and it's not calling me an Arteta lover. It's just Sesko suits Arsenal better in his style of play. Gyokeres suits Arsenal better in the sense of goals. But back to Manchester United. Man United making this big move is great. But the news I've seen and the noise I'm hearing is that, you know, Man United still have this pull. They still got this aura. We're still thinking he's going to Newcastle. You know, Spurs was in there, but, you know, it doesn't matter if you get Champions League. You know, Man United still have this aura. Cool your jets. Okay? Just cool your jets. The reason why Mbeumo's going to Manchester United is not because of the project. The project is basically, I'm going to start. The reason why he's not going to Arsenal is because he's not going to get in front of Saka. And that's just the truth of it. That doesn't mean that Mbeumo's not as good as Saka, who was not going to contribute as much as Saka does. He just knows his playing time is going to be pretty limited. At Old Trafford, he's going to be a starter. Now, you have to sink that in, and you have to really and truly, if you're a true proper football head, you would know that's the difference. If Man United had a good right winger, you wouldn't have to ship him out to Chelsea on loan. Because you know Sancho's going to go. You know Rashford's going to go. And Mbeumo's going to go there. He's going to be a starter. And fair play to him. He's a good player. I'm not taking that away from him. But what I'm saying is the noise from Man United fans, be realistic in this. He's coming there because he knows he's going to be a starter. And that's nothing wrong with that. But reason why I'm also a bit scared now, Manchester United, just a moment ago, Bruno Fernandes has come out and said he has rejected the move to Al Hilal. I done my video yesterday thinking, yeah, he's gone. Him and Thomas Partey's going to leave Arsenal to go to Barcelona. Bruno Fernandes is gone. That's why Manchester United are making these moves. Bruno Fernandes has saw the Mbeumo one and thought, you know what, damn, I need to stay. This team is making moves. You get me a striker, you go and get me the Gyokeres, it's all over. But is it all over? That's the question. Is it all over? I think Manchester United are going to keep on spending. They're going to keep on rebuilding. They know who's going. They know what money they can get for a Garnacho, for Rasmus Højlund. Nothing for really Harry Maguire. Lindelof's leaving on a free. Eriksen's leaving on a free. They still have some chess pieces that they can move around and get some money in, as well as go and spend. But Manchester United with Cunha and Mbeumo and potentially a Gyokeres, I'm telling you this right now, while retaining a Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United are going to be serious next year. Yes, they got a rubbish goalkeeper, but what if they go and get a Emi Martinez from Aston Villa? That cures all their problems. That cures so many problems. And it puts the pressure on a Liverpool, on a City, on a Chelsea, on a Newcastle, on an Arsenal. It makes it so competitive next year. Manchester United finishing where they finished to potentially going to be back in the top 4 race. Not just the top 6, the top 4. If they get the goals over Gyokeres, and if he ends up at Old Trafford, Shamala, it is all over. We laughed at Manchester United of their crumbling stadium, rat-infested stadium, Old Trafford. Now it's going to be the theatres of dreams again. Manchester United fans will be drove in there. They will have to do an extension so quick because they'll sell so many tickets. Their front line is just going to be potent. It really and truly is. But this rebuild of Manchester United is only just starting. It's only just starting. And now Bruno's staying. Cunha's on his way, and Mbeumo's going to be on his way in. And I'm telling you now, if Arsenal do not pick Gyokeres over Sesko, that's going to be the problem. Because Gyokeres will end up at Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim will be able to sell the dream and say to him, look at what we're building here. We're building goals around you, so not all the goals are going to need to come from you. The central focus won't have to be all on you, all on your shoulders. We're going to be able to aid you to get the goals, but we're also going to be able to add goals as well to, fulfill your dreams of being a world Premier League champion. I don't know why I said the world part, but you know where I'm going with this. Manchester United are on their way back. Everyone else, take notice. Arsenal hold the key here. Arsenal really truly hold the key because Gyokeres is waiting for Arsenal. But he knows if Arsenal choose Sesko, Gyokeres is off to Old Trafford. And that is going to be a doomsday on X. I'm telling you, the world will fall apart. Arsenal fans will fall apart because they'll say, why would you let a goal machine like that go to Old Trafford? Look how bad they have been. Why pass that up? But again, Mikel Arteta wants the striker that he wants, so somehow you're going to have to kind of support it. At the same time, you're going to be vexed as hell. So what's your thoughts so far? What do you think of the moves made by Man United? Getting in a Mbeumo, a Cunha, and now possibly Gyokeres. And I can see this one on the cards. I can really and truly see this one on the cards. Bruno is staying. It's mental. It's go time at Old Trafford. I'm tying out here for TK24 Sports. If you're still watching, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. Don't miss a show every time we upload. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's try and do this today. Let's make it happen today. I'm tying out here for TK24 Sports.